Welcome everyone to your weekly update video. I'm your host, Mr. Recon, and I'm going to go over these events with you this week. Let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. First off, we have a new girl coming out next week. So this week we have a mission prep going over her. Her name is Vivian. She is a ghost and a priest, so kind of a nice little combo we got. See how it works out. Honestly, her skin and her design is very beautiful. I like it. It reminds me of the TV show I Dream of Jeannie as a kid. The show had a girl as a genie in a bottle for someone, and she looks like a genie to me, which is kind of nice. I really like it. Kind of different vibe to the game, and I like how they did that. All right, let's move into this week's events. The event time is from the November 20th to 26th. So for me, that's the 19th to 25th as always. I'm a day behind. Our daily rewards are going to be 1 high-stakes slot tickets, 2 pink balloons, and 5 exploration tickets for the event that we have to talk about in a minute. So first off, we got slot points. Slot points is 400 points, 5 rounds. Now, it used to be 4 rounds, 300 points. They kind of updated to 5 rounds. It's a lot more, but if you can finish, you get a decent amount. So we have 8 enrolls. 11. Apologize. The slot tickets, 25 ruins. I remember it's 5. And 7, 9, I can't do math today. 9 balloons. I had this all worked out. So in total, we're going to have 45 balloons from your slot tickets. You get 2 daily logging in, so that's 14 balloons. So you get 69 balloons right there from the normal slots and daily rewards. And there's one more way to get balloons, but they cost gems. Fairly cheap, but that can get your total 76. I'll show you in a second. We have Muppet for the girl. She's food fodder. And then at the 400 points, we have a elite girl shards, 50 of them. So you have a potential of getting 5 elite girls. Depends on what you can get out of there. We'll have to wait and see, like, for your RNG, but that's not bad. It's an okay reward. I'm surprised that the ruins are not at the 400 points, but it's kind of refreshing. So that way, if you can't do a full 5 rounds, but let's say you get the 3rd round, you can at least get the 300 points on the 3rd round, you get the ruins, which really honestly matters here above anything else. Like the 50 elite girl shard is not so important, but those ruins are very important. So the fact that they're at 300 kind of makes it a little bit easier. If you can't finish all the 400 points to 5 rounds, you can get to a certain point. At least try to get to that 300 mark on each round. Okay, so we got Vivian, our new girl, the key of the stars. Now, as I was reading this, I thought, you know what would have been really cool and very kind of interesting? You could put it together if they had Parade of the Stars and they released her with a Parade of the Stars event as the key of the. She's the key of the stars. She's the key to the Parade of the Stars event. You know, that would have been actually kind of cool to just be able to mention and talk about. But they don't have it anymore, so it's sad to say that I couldn't say that in correlation with each other, but the premise is there, and that would have been so awesome, guys. But she does look cool. We'll just have to wait to see how she performs when she comes out. All right, as I stated earlier, she's a new girl. Her name's Vivian. The mission prep, $20 for 60 capitals. This is a great deal. And we got a nice little avatar, which they started doing a while back. And I like her avatar probably the most out of all of them we've had so far for any of the girls. She looks very nice. Very, very nice. So, if you want to spend anything on the game right now this week, and you have $20, 60 capsules is the way to go as far as goes buying stuff anyways this week. Besides the $5 pack with 888 gems, of course, that one's the best one as always. This one is still very good. I think there would be a tie this week for this one. The only thing that was better is the 105 ruins for $20. That one is just amazing, and it's the best one that I've ever seen so far. All right, moving on. We have the Thanksgiving event. This is where I was saying you get the severed extra balloon hearts for the event that they correlate with. It's 700 gems. First one is 200, which you guys get a little avatar of Raphael. Then you get 2 balloon hearts there, pink balloons as they're called. 500 gems for 4 capsules and 5 pink balloons. As far as if we do the math, 1,200 for 8 in the market. So 500 gems for 4 seems fairly good. So if you add another 500 onto there. If you had a chance to get 2 of them and it'd be 1,000 for 8, in the market it's 1,200 for 8. That's decently good deal. You might as well just grab that and the 200 if you like the avatar and you need the pink balloons. After that, honestly, I don't really spend any reason to spend gems unless you have just oodles and oodles and oodles and oodles and oodles and oodles of gems, essentially. Maybe the enroll one would be my only exception if you need enrolls and you don't want to spend money. You get some juice with it and 5 enrolls for 1,500 gems. Of course, you have to unlock the stages from slots. So if you don't spend any money on slots, or not money, but slot tickets, you're not going to be able to get any of these except for the first one. But if you do, and you get to 450 points, you can do the enrolls. As far as that goes, 2,000 for 6K lunchboxes is not worth it. You can get 400 for 2,000 lunchboxes. That's 1,200 for 6K lunchboxes in 3 days. If you just want to wait, that's a better deal. That's not worth it. Gems, gold in this, 3,500 gems. You could use those 3,500 gems and get a crap ton more gold for your money's worth than 20 million. Unless, of course, if you're free to play. I don't know the rates for free to play for the gold on that, for the alchemy. If you do the math and you get more for this and you need the gold, go ahead. But I would just play the game normally and just do campaign loot and get the 20 million gold in a couple days by just being a high level and just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Of course, if you're new to the game, you're like, I'm struggling on it. Just trust me. Save your gems. Don't spend it on this. Not worth it. And we get further on. 5,500 for Elite Girl Shards and 10 Ruins. I don't remember what it was in the past for the event that was like this. What this was. That seems a little bit okay for me for getting a random choice at a Angel or Demon Girl and 10 Ruins. It's not bad. It's okay. Now, as far as we go higher, the Ghost Fairy Monster Human box for 7,000 gems, I'm going to say it's not worth it. There's probably going to be other ways in the game where you get the box for that for free for playing the event or spending a little bit of money. I wouldn't spend 1,000 gems on it. I would just use those 7,000 gems on a patrol and get some capsules or slot tickets or stuff like that out of there. And as we come a little higher, 8,888. This would have used to be, I'm pretty sure, or 7,777 for getting like Raphael or Ace and Jacob back in the day in those events with a little bit of ruins. I don't remember how many ruins it was, but it's probably, they had 20 back then, 10 to 15. It's pretty similar. So these two, if you need one, it's a little bit okay. Even still, I probably wouldn't spend on it unless you have oodles and oodles, as I said earlier, gems. If you don't have a lot of gems, I wouldn't necessarily spend on them. I would just save your gems for patrol or the market or some way to build getting capsules to just do a capsule event to try and boost on a new girl that way. But if you have a crap ton of gems and you're just sitting on them and you just keep getting a bunch and you're not doing it and you need these to make your team better, go for it. Now, as far as the last two goes, 10K for 1 Kratos copy and 20 ruins. That's like a slap in the damn face. Just going to go ahead and say it. Unless you're a whale or you've saved up gems just profusely just to get this, I don't think it's worth it. And then the last one, 10K gems for an exclusive antique shard and 20 ruins. Now, it would have been better if this was a Neft copy. It might have been enticing a little bit more. But exclusive antique shards, you can just do it from your monthly events and just get it every other couple events and get one for free in the game. It's not. They could have. I would have been okay if that was a pay-to-win antique that was sitting right there, because then that means you would have at least spent $200 to get 10K gems in the game. Unless, of course, this week event we have going on currently with Atlas of Air, it has 10K for $100. Then you could have just bought it outright, right? But for an exclusive antique shards for 10K, you're essentially with this antique playing the lottery. You're having a lottery event, trying to get it, randomly getting one. You know? So you're not necessarily going to get the one you want. You might get one that's trash, and you just spend 10K gems on shards, and you just get 20 ruins. It's not really worth it to me. I mean, if you're doing it for just for the ruins, yeah, I guess you could say it's kind of worth it because you're spending lots of money on events just getting 10 ruins, 15 ruins in events for 4 rounds, 5 rounds, 25 for this event, right? And if you want to build up your ruins quickly, you could do it this way. But even still, it's the last one at 10k gems for 50 shards is a little bit more, like Kratos one's a little bit more enticing because it helps build your girl up. And then you get 20 ruins too, so that maybe you're at 60 and you get the 20 and you can get 2 Kratos that way, you know? But that's up to you on your stuff, but last one's not worth it. And of course, you have to do all the slot points just to get to this point. So, unless you're having saved 1,600 slot tickets up anyways, because that's how much it takes to get 2,000 points, 1,600 slots. But it's just not worth it if you're not doing the slots. And if you do all the slots, even then, it's just not very... it's not very enticing to me. But of course, if you're a whale and you don't care anyways and you just want to do it, do it. If you're free to play and you have 600 slot tickets up and you just spend them all on this just to get it, but you have extra gems, I would just save those things for patrol and the market to get your stuff out of there. At that point, it's slow, progressive, I get it, but it's better off to do it that way than it is to spend it on these. Moving on. We got colorful balloons. This is the same thing as the Beanstalk event we had a while ago. It's not as high as the Beanstalk was as far as the rewards. Points you need, but it's the same premise. You need balloons to upgrade Kongming's intimacy. As we stated before, you can get 76 from doing all the slots, logging in, and buying the 2 balloon packs in Thanksgiving. So you'll get random rewards, which are right here. The random runs are the normal ones, and then you get special rewards. So the random rewards will move up your 1 point. The special rewards will move you up 2 points on the intimacy. As far as the rate goes for getting the special rewards, I don't really know. As far as which ones you get, we say it's 50% for capsules, 25% for high-stakes slot tickets, 15% for enrolls, 5% for ruins, and 5% for 550 normal girl shards. So it's nice the capsules are high. I like that because everybody needs these capsules. But as far as when it's going to trigger that special reward, I really don't know the rate on that. We're just going to have to wait and see. It could be good. It could be bad. I'm assuming it's going to be 50-50 chance, essentially. Maybe even less than that. Probably it's like 80-20%. 80% you're normally going to get rewards and 20% you're going to get special rewards. Something like that, honestly. But I don't know for sure. Okay, and then the normal rewards are going to be your chisels, normal 4-star girl shards, normal slot tickets, gems, gold, juice, lunch boxes, and then your pet food. That's kind of nice. I wish that the juice was like, let's say 1.2 million, gold 1.2 million. The normal 4-star shards are fine. I like how it's 500 chisels. We need chisels. Lunch boxes 300. I can get down with that. Normal slots at 2. That's cool as well. And the pet food is fine with me as well. The only thing I wish they would do is a little bit higher in juice and gold. Juice a little higher, maybe 2 million. We'll say 2 million juice for it. That's what we really need. Because honestly, we got LB5s out and 6K juice is just literally nothing. Just gonna go ahead and say it. They should have bumped that up a good amount and made it like, hey, yeah, I want to get these kind of thing. All right, so let me get the intimate rewards. We got 20 through, I believe, 280. The last one, the Beanstalk, I believe, was like 300. A little bit less. So, but I think this having a little bit less kind of makes it to where it's more manageable, reachable to get stuff that you want to get, essentially. So the first 4 rewards is to 80. It's 2,000 gems, 10 capsules, 4 enrolls, 4 high-stakes slot tickets. It's always hard for me to say. I don't know why. Those are not bad. If you can reach to that, obviously, if you do everything we stated earlier, you should get to 80 because at some point you're going to get the 2 mark for the special rewards. So you're going to at least get to 80. As far as getting to 100, RNG based on how many special rewards you get, but it's possible. Then we have at 100 is Fencer. She's food. She's very lovely, but unfortunately she's not great in the meta anymore. But she is very lovely. Then we got Fenrir. Fenrir is really good right now still. She's probably going to be good for a while. She's going to be good in PvE for a while. Excuse me, sorry. So if you're building and investing in her in LB5 to help out with, say, practical works or your guild boss fights, Sanctuary can help out a decent amount in there. She's a good investment. She should be good for a very long time. PvP-wise, she's probably going to fall off eventually, but right now she's good. But it still doesn't hurt to invest in her as far as PvE goes to help you build resources for completing events. Then 140, we have the class gear set. Of course, we need that for the new pink gear sets that came out, so that's nice that they added that in there. You have a chance at that. Sorry again, guys. 160, we have your choice at a 6-star girl doll, which everybody needs those, so that's nice that they added that in there. Then we have Wings of Icarus. I have not seen a Wing of Icarus in a while. I think they had it earlier, maybe last month. But there was such a big gap from the first one that came out to that one and then this one. I'm glad they brought it back. I hope I can get to this and get it. It's a decent antique helping out in PvE, depending on what girls they use them on. I know for she can be used on Raphael because it's got a 25% attack. Just for that fact, if you have her, you can put it on Raphael to help boost with healing, which is very nice on that part. Next, we have 200. We get a Angel Demon box, assuming Neph and Kratos are in it. So if you get to 200, kudos to you, because we all need some Neph and Kratos in our lives. Yes, we do, ladies and gentlemen. Event Intimacy 220, we have the choose a box of Juice Gold Pet Chisels. So hoping lunch boxes are in there. Well, you get 2 of them. Sorry. I hope it's the same as the ones we just got last time. So as far as what the amount for each one is in the box, I don't know for sure, but usually these boxes give a decent amount, and usually you're going to want to use them for chisels or lunch boxes at this point. So 240, we have a Angel Demon box, 6 Turbo Shard. We need those. Everybody needs those. So if you get the 240, it's great. 260, we have another class gear set, and then 280, we have exclusive shards. You're playing the lottery again with that one, but it's great that they have it in there just because of the fact that we need the chance to get it. Like, I need some invisible cloaks, so it's really hard to get, but it's still glad that we got those, that we had the chance to get it. So that's great. All right, moving on to Old Campus. This one I had to take a minute to read. It got a little bit confusing at first for me to read, just to make sure I had things right. It's a 14-day event. There's 3 zones, only 3 zones, A, B, and C, right? The first zone unlocks the first day. Zone B unlocks on the 4th day. Zone C unlocks on the 8th day. So they're not going to be all open at the same time. You're going to have to wait. So this is where I got a little confused at first. But there's many levels in each zone. So each zone has many levels, and each zone has made up of 2 to 3 stages. So Zone A can have, excuse me, so let's say 5 levels, and each level can have, let's say, 3 stages to it, or 2 stages to it. So let's say that there's 5 levels and 3 stages. That's 15 fights. Depending on how the scoring goes, that can help out a lot. I'm assuming it's not many. It's probably going to be like 3 levels and 2 to 3 stages for each level. But we'll have to wait and see how many levels are. We don't know for sure. You get to the next level after you're passing one of the stages of the current level. So you don't have to pass each stage, but you have to pass one of the stages to get to the next level. Each stage can have 3 stages or 2. So as you see right here, it says 1 and 2. So the first stage you're going to have it's kind of like varsity. You're setting up for varsity. So the first stage you could do your front for number 1, and the stage 2 is number 2. And then if there's a third stage, you put the one for the third one at the bottom right here. So if you already have a varsity team set up, you can just put your varsity in there and go with that and see how that works. Sorry. You could, and then we're going to get into some buffs. You can choose to activate exploration plans to boost the power of your teams or enemies. Now, I'm assuming when they say enemies, that means if you boost the enemies, you get a higher score. I'm assuming that's what's going to happen. But if not, then why would you want to boost them? But if you boost them and it gives you a higher score, then of course you're going to need to do that to get to the rewards of getting scores. Exploration plans you select affect the score you get in the stage. So, representing the number of top right corner. Some exploration plans require exploration tickets to be unlocked. I'm assuming that there'll be another way to get them besides getting a daily, as we get daily 5 a day. So, we'll just have to wait and see on that, on how much we can get and how much it's going to take to boost either the enemy team to get a higher score or our girls if you are newer in the game and you need help to get through the stages to boost that. Just have to wait and see. So after passing a stage with the same team, your highest score we recorded will become the score of the stage. The score will be reset after you adjust your lineup to challenge the stage. Now, I don't know if adjusting the lineup means you have to replace all 6 of the girls to different 6 of the girls, or you can change like 1 or 2 of them to make it a different team and for it to count that way. Don't know for sure, but that was sort of requiring some testing and finding out. The total score of the scores of all stages on the level, it won't be reset to 0 for the adjustment for the lineup. So your total score will still be 72, and if it resets, it should just add on to it, I'm assuming, to make it so it's not going to reset your score to 0. Now, it could still stay at 72, and then say you get to 68 and you don't beat it. It might not give you that 68. You might have to beat that 72 and let's say you get to 77 for that score to count to the rewards. I'm assuming that's what it's going to be, but it would be nice if you get to 72 and you reset and you make a whole different new team and you get to, let's say, 71, but it counts as 71 points. I doubt it. I seriously doubt that. But I'm assuming that is if you get above 72, you get that 5 extra points. If you get to 77, let's say. But, we'll have to wait and see. The total score of all 3 levels is in this area. The total score of the three areas score. So it'll take the area levels that you're at. It'll take the level of that, and then all the levels together will be your overall score. Level rewards, pass stages without adjusting your lineup to get corresponding rewards. The rewards will be issued via mail. So if you don't adjust your lineup and you just do it straight through, you get some extra rewards. Don't know what they're going to be, but hopefully they'll be good. Area rewards will be issued via mail after you've got at least 1 level reward from each level of this area. So if you go through one and you get at least 1 reward from each level, you kind of progress through, you'll get Zone A, Zone B, and Zone C's. It's nice, free little 10, some gems and rolls. That helps out. And then we get into our rewards. We got lunchboxes, chisels, gems, juice, the special box, normal girl shards, orange shards, elite girl shards, 1 elite badge, and the nice classic gear set box at the end. Now, everyone should be aiming for 1,000. Hopefully everyone get there. Probably not, but I like that the last reward, 1,000 points, is free for that because we need those, and I'm glad they did that. It might be a little bit hard to get to, but at least the fact that they added it for free. Let's hope that everyone can get to it. Fingers crossed. And then we have ranking rewards. Your position of the rankings list will be decided by your total score. If 2 players are the total score, the one who reaches the score first will be listed ahead. It's kind of like in Patrol. Whoever got there first is the number 1 spot. Or in your new HE exams, if whoever got to 140 first shows up first on that. It's the same principle. I hope this is done by server or server cluster, not by all the servers put together. That would be kind of a slap in the face because only 100 people are going to get a decent amount of anything, and everyone else is just going to be left in the dust. So I'm hoping it's server or server cluster based. That would make this fair so that newer players and newer servers have a chance of getting some stuff instead of all the people that have been in, let's say, S100 servers and below or S150 and below that have oodles of stuff. They can get this very quickly, get the higher rewards here and get all the rewards for themselves. Then we move to value packs. They updated the normal slots to 150. Was 120, so that's nice. I'm glad they did that. You get 15 pink balloons. The gems are still the same. I don't really like how they did 5 rounds, I'm going to be honest. But I do like how they updated the amount of slot tickets you can get from here, which makes sense. You're going to have to do that in order to make the 5 rounds. So we'll just have to wait and see how everyone does. These are all kind of the same. 15 pink balloons. We're going to need that for the event. So good luck on your RNG for special rewards on that. I hope it does great for you. Hope you get plenty of those. And then we have special gift pack. No skin this week. But this pack is not bad for $70. You get 25 capsules, a exclusive shard, which is nice, 140 slot tickets, and 14 balloons to use for your intimacy to help out. And, of course, almost 4,000 gems. So this pack is not bad. It's worth $70, honestly. It could be a little bit better, but it's not bad. And then we get, of course, our best ones. We always have the $5. 10 million juice. Everybody needs that. I like that. Pink balloon, 20 slot tickets. It's pretty good. And then, of course, the cream to the cop of, I can't say that word. I just messed that up. 888 gems. So, yeah, lovely as always. So, the biggest takeaways from here is admission prep, 60 capsules for $20, and then the $5 for this. The nice old campus exploration where we at least have a decent chance of getting some decent rewards later on in it. As far as that goes, Thanksgiving little event they have for gems, it's not really that great. It's bad in my opinion. They could have done a little bit better, but you know, everyone learns from their mistakes and trying to listen to the community and see what they do from the future. So fingers crossed on that. Slot tickets, 5 rounds. They could have done 4 rounds at 400. Would have been a little better, but it is what it is. So, yeah. Like this week could have been a little bit better, guys. Let's hopefully next week with Vivian's release, it's better. Long video today. Thank you for stopping by and listening. I appreciate it. I have a link to my Twitch. I stream the game as also. It's down below. A link to my Discord as well. So also, you guys have a wonderful day. I will see you in another video. Have a great day, ladies and gentlemen.